Good morning everyone, I am back with another project review, and this project is very interesting for me because I don't think that I reviewed many projects like this. Now, first time I saw this project was on Twitter by CryptoGemsX, and I was not impressed by the total number of token supply versus the circulating supply, and it was recommended to me to look into more details about the project, which I did. And I have to say, I'm impressed now because the project is not only interesting, but they did something which is a rare sight in a bear market from startups, from crypto projects, and not what they did is the most important or interesting part. It's why it did it. That is what we would want to see from every project existing in the market right now or in the ecosystem. However, right now we are going to talk about this one, which is Verasity. Hope I pronounced the name correctly, and if not, then please let me know in the comments. So Verasity is a proof of view module, which means that you check something, you say that yes it is true, and you get rewarded for that. In very simple terms. There is also a patent for that. You can see it on the screen right now. Now, what the project does, and first we will discuss what the project does, why I think it's an interesting project, why I think it has future, and then we will talk about the rest of it, you know, about tokenomics and price action and stuff like that. So Verasity wants to make sure that the companies which pay for advertisements, for advertising the product, they are actually paying for what they get. Because right now there are lots of bots, okay? And not only on Twitter, because you can buy views, you can buy likes, you can buy anything you want. You can buy, obviously, followers, retweets, everything. And it is a very important part of the social media and about the monetization to make sure that what you are paying for as a company is actually what you get. Because, for example, if somebody would want to advertise on my platform and we would agree that I'm going to be paid based on how many views the video gets, meaning that how many people will see their product, then I could buy views from China and I would say that, okay, look, my average views on my videos is 200-300 views. However, for this video, by some magic, I got 5,000 views. Therefore, when you calculated that, okay, 200-300 people will see it and that would cost you, I don't know, $100 or whatever, then for the 5,000 videos you would, the company would need to pay much more. But 4,700 views out of 5,000 would be about bots. It means that they are not potential buyers, they are not people with buying power, they are just bots, and the only reason they are there is to increase my payment for the advertisement. Now, what Verasity does is they filter which views are real from real humans, people with buying power, people who might become clients to this advertiser company, and which views are bots. And that is very important. You could say that this is not great for content creators because they will just lose some payment, okay? They will miss out on some payments for the simple fact that after they published a video, a tweet or anything, and Verasity is just launched or released on their content, it will say that, hey, the sponsor needs to pay half of what it was discussed because half of the views are bots. However, I think with this new proof of view, more companies will probably want to advertise because they know that they get what they want. They will get views of human eyes of potential customers for the advertisement money they paid out. And that is the most important, not to lose money, because right now we are not in the best commercial or financial situation. And first thing companies cut off or cut back is marketing, and that is not good for YouTubers who live 100% from their YouTube channel, for example, or Twitter handle, and they count on that sponsorship money. So yes, I think that this proof of view, Verasity, is bringing something which could increase the number of companies which can or will advertise with social platforms. Let's remember that the bigger companies are still not sponsoring social platforms, okay? Many of them are still just stuck with the cable TV or radio and stuff like that. And I think that is going to change when there will be a generational change in the management, in the CEOs. I mean, can you imagine that people who grew up on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, they will become CEOs one day, maybe in 5-10 years, and they don't know cable TV anymore. They know that it's ineffective, and guess where they are going to go? To the platforms which they used to watch or they still watch, and that is YouTube, that is Rumble, that is Twitter, that is Spotify, or any other platform you can think about. So I think this is good news, and I think that it is very important to bring transparency and to make sure that everybody gets for what they pay for, because obviously, as in any industry, there are lots of scammers and bots, and we need to filter them out. Okay, but how do we stay with Veracity's roadmap, with Veracity's team, and everything else? So as you can see, the roadmap is pretty up to date, and I could go through the small details here. However, I don't think that it's necessary, because you can find the link in the description. However, what I like to see is that, as you can see, everything is up to date and the Q3 is completed with the check marks. I really like to see something like that. I don't know how many times they pushed it, but obviously this is a good sign. And as you can see, they are already improved the Vera wallet's UX and UI. Now, obviously the Vera wallet is something where you can store your VRA token, and it gives you a staking reward of up to 15%. Now 15% is a good reward. Usually for Ethereum, Bitcoin, you get around 5 or 6. For eGold, you get around 10, less than 10. What can I say? If you want to stake a VRA, then obviously this is a good place to do that. I don't have that yet. I am still thinking about staking it. Maybe I will just hold it in my bag. I haven't decided on that. But let's move forward. What we have here, we have a team of 2, 4, 8 people. Everybody has experience. Nobody is actually 20 years old, which is new for startups. However, Verasity is also here since 2018. So it is clear for me from this team section that people are experienced who are working. But what is happening with that token burn, with the war chest burn? Why it is so important, and why it is the rarest thing I could see in this bear market about startups? Now, if you check this Bloomberg article, you can see that Verasity burns 50% of its maximum supply, and this is exactly what I was talking about, because when I check Veracity's token supply here, I said that what I don't like is that only 10% of the total supply is on the market, which is still like that on CoinGecko, so probably an update is needed. I don't know. However, what Verasity said in the Bloomberg article is that they burn 50% of the maximum supply following landmark community consultation. However, the most important part, why they burn it, it's because Verasity no longer required the 10 billion strategic reserve tokens following the commercial success of its anti-bot advertising technology offering. Now, this is what I want to see on every project, okay? That, hey guys, we just burned our reserve tokens which we wanted to spend on marketing and other things because we don't need it anymore, because we are generating revenue. Okay, that is what I want to see. That is like something which we don't see. I mean, please point me to a project which does something like that, because they just generate enough revenue so they can burn their stash. Okay, this obviously gives lots of confidence to their holders and to their community. So yeah, I'm happy to see that. Now, last but not least, let's check the price of Verasity. As you can see, Verasity is at 0.0046. Now, the all-time high was 0.08, which means that we are 20x away from the all-time high, which is actually not too bad. That is a good 96%, which is actually something we could see every time. What I really wanted to see, and it's good to see, as you can also see on the chart, is that Verasity actually went up since the January. Now, most of the projects went up, and the eGold holders maybe will throw rocks at me, but I think it's a good thing in order to check if everything is good with the project and with the token, is that let's check if it pumped with everything else. Verasity did, and at this point I do think that it has a healthy price action. Obviously it is coming down as everything else. However, the stock market is also crashing, so you shouldn't be too worried about that. So where you can buy the token, that is the question. Verasity is not listed on every big exchanges, which is a very good thing. The volumes are not huge. On KuCoin it has like a 3.3 million volume, and on OKX almost 1 million, I mean 3/4 million. I think Verasity will be listed on bigger exchanges. We know what that means. It usually means double, triple, or 5x the price. I don't know when it is going to come, but if they are not in a rush to sell their tokens, if they don't need it because they already generate revenue, probably they will time it perfectly so they can also, I mean, the team can also enjoy the gains, and obviously that is what we want. If you want to find out more about Verasity, obviously I put all the links in the description. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the like button, and I see you in the next one. Take care.